Hey, I'm Jada Pinkett Smith.
I'm Willow Smith.
And I'm Adrienne Norris.
And we are on the People cover shoot.
Woo! Here on the set.
Just for you. I'd like to introduce you to two of the most important women in my life, my mother and my daughter. We will be talking about the world around us, about what we're going through, because we're all going through something.
We are not the ultimate
role model.
Please don't do that. Exactly. Yeah.
We're going ham.
I'm so excited.
Hashtag put it all on the table.
On the red table. On the red table. We about to red table that. There's nothing perfect about us.
Exactly. I feel like the most thing that this show has shown is that we're not
perfect.
Like I feel like the red table talk has like displayed that we're not.
Right.
Like
like if you thought that, watch the show.
We're totally not that.
We've made so many mistakes in our lives, but isn't that that's part of living and showing that like you make mistakes, you fall down, you get back up.
And you grow.
And you learn exactly.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
The wisdom comes from the different experiences we've had. And if you can survive the experience, you have to come out with wisdom. You know? And I think that goes for everyone. I think that everybody has a piece of wisdom to offer.
Yeah,
one of the reasons why I decided that the red table was so important was because in some of the most difficult times of my life, when I would get with some of my girlfriends and you know, women that I didn't know well, but I thought had something to offer me, when they were willing to give me the true, it changed my life. And it wasn't about them giving me advice. It literally was about them having the courage to share their story.
Right.
When the producer first asked me, you know, what was the biggest loss I've had in my life, I said myself.
Wow.
And then when you realize that you've lost yourself, that's like devastating. I didn't see any risk in it at all.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Me neither.
And I just felt like we have so many different kinds of life experiences between us, you know, and I just felt like it was the perfect time to share some of our journey and some of our stories during this time for young women, women my age, women Gammy's age, you know, every generation.
And because, you know, we're so used to the media constantly saying things about us, it's not like, there were no
reservations. We're at a space
we're pretty
now
used to it.
as a family to just be open.
Yeah, you know, why not?
I think the risk for me was just that my inexperience. So I didn't really know what I was getting into, but I trusted Jada, you know. I put my lack of experience in her hands, and I knew that I was safe.
But who knew Gammy's a pro?
Typically, the things that you don't like about somebody are things that you don't like about yourself.
That's it, though.
You better preach, Game.
Honestly, let's real talk.
She's a pro. Real talk.
It is a little scary. You know, it really is, to be honest. I don't think that I would be truthful if I were saying that, you know, I was always so willing to do it. But I feel like in the end, it's been worth it.
What was it like for you, though, Mom, being a mother in high school?
They were the worst years of my life.
Wow.
Worst years of my life.
I definitely think that in us doing this project together, we've definitely gotten to know each other. You think you know the people that you live with and who are family, but you know, it's like I've learned so much about my mother and my daughter, and I know they've learned a hell of a lot about me. The table of passion, the table of truth, the red table.
I think how we come to the tops is just what happens to be going on in our lives.
Right.
A lot of times
what's
it's
of
just,
interest,
you know, taking our life experiences. It took me 6 years to get 1 year clean.
Addiction.
Of course, was an issue for me. And I felt like I was actually scared to talk about that. And I had to come to the understanding that
there was a power.
I was very, actually, a little frightened to talk about that, but I felt like the benefit was so much more important, and so I'm glad that we did.
What did you think the benefit was?
Just so that, once again, just sharing that, you know, you can survive. And
for you, too, like, to get that off your chest, like, to be like I said that, now I'm not afraid.
Right.
You know?
And I just had to let go. I had to go and surrender.
Yeah.
So that I could receive what he was trying to do through other people. Can't even get it out.
And what I loved about the share was that I think you broke a stereotype.
Yeah.
What people think it looks like, people who, you know, just what kind of person does whatever. I just thought that you really kind of dispelled certain myths
the most important thing.
about what addiction is and who's an addict and all of that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was just like plunged into this like black hole. And I was like cutting myself.
What?
I think that definitely was the biggest thing.
That was the biggest thing.
Cutting yourself where?
On my wrist. I mean, you can't even see it, but like, there's still a little something there, but like, totally lost my sanity for a moment there.
I was so proud of her in that moment, you know, because and especially for her to share it publicly. I was really proud.
Yeah, that was,
Because I gave her the opportunity. I said, I can take it out.
But I knew, I was like, I know so many girls who struggle with this, and I'm like, I can't take it out.
Right.
Like, I don't, like at a certain point, it's like, I don't want to take it out. Right. Because I feel like people are gonna, it's like, no, like I feel that, like, wow, like if she's going through that and she got over that, like, I can do the same thing. Like,
And she brought a lot of healing to some of our family members that we didn't know were cutting either, but when she said it, everybody
it's like
started
even the
coming.
family,
Even
like
the family
even the
came, like our extended family and people, and it was crazy. So it created this connectivity with all these different people within our circle that we just had no idea we're having that difficulty. It was amazing. It really was, just because she had that courage.
Will and I have decided to even throw away the concept of marriage.
We don't even call ourselves married anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's a life partnership in the sense that we've created a foundation together.
Marriage, for me, I've redefined it. You know, it's more of a life partnership just because of how marriage is considered, you know, to most people, is outside of what I desire in my relationship anymore. And so it's more of a life partnership. You know, Will and I have decided in this life to be partners and to support each other and to love each other on each other's journey and whatever journey we have together. But he doesn't belong to me. I don't own him. He doesn't own me. He has to be his own person first, and vice versa.
The thing that everybody's looking for is not found in trapping a person to vows.
Yeah.
And releasing each other from obligations and expectations has made all of the moments blissful.
And then as far as love, you know, I have learned that I'm still in the search of, you know, that broader, I mean, love is like,
I mean, I would say love is just freedom.
It's freedom. I don't even know how you define it. It's so vast, but love is freedom.
What we have between us is family and friendship. You know, it's a life partnership. We are in a union no matter what.
When Will came to the table, I had so many beautiful, powerful men in the industry that called, and they were like, this, I never understood. My wife's been saying the same thing. I didn't get it.
When you go to sleep at night knowing you have an unbreakable love, an unbreakable friendship, an unbreakable connection, that's how you want to go to sleep every night.
Yeah.
Will had the courage to talk about his journey, you know, and him being who he is. There were men who were willing to listen.
Yep. Exactly.
You know, and a lot of marriages healing.
I love you. I support you. I'm going to help you be happy no matter what.
I really thanked Will for that, because he was a lot of men who called. lot of powerful dudes in this industry that were like, thank you.
You have found something with this red table and in this space, the space where you get to fully and honestly and thoroughly be you.
And so for me, I just want Red Table to be a place of healing, or a doorway for healing. And I just realized in my own life, it takes a lot of courage to be able to open those doors and express or even reach for somebody that you know is in pain. You can even say, I'm gonna send you this Red Table talk. They're talking about, Jada's talking about what she went through in her marriage, girl.
Exactly.
You going through the same thing. Go ahead and look at that. It's like, so you're not alone. Even Jada's going through it, So it's like, it really is a comfort for your joy and your pain. I feel like the Red Table can be.